Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Terrence here with 1010 Studios, and today we're doing a live stream for a lighting demo. So as you can see, we got some lights here, and we're going to be demoing them. So first things first, welcome and thank you for checking us out here. Hopefully you've had a wonderful day and continue to have a great week, weekend, or whatever time of the week it is for you. And we want to make sure that we have a good communication, some good sharing, some good learning, and we want to, kind of show you what can be done on a general budget. So we typically do things for a live sound, for recorded sound, for demos of sorts, in order to make sure that we got what's needed for anyone who needs to have some kind of live sound. And we want to make sure that we share some of the good knowledge that we come across from time to time. And we want to make sure that we share things to, keep everybody, in tune with stuff. So let me get my little playlist kind of going on, because apparently I picked the wrong one. Let me see here. And while I'm doing that, essentially, when you're doing sound, it's good to have lighting. It's good to have any kind of extra, or not extra, but any kind of, I guess, pizzazz in regards to what is for the event, because the event itself is going to be great, because of course you're doing it and things look and going to sound great and good. Now, when it comes to video, that is also another important concept, component rather, and it will enhance the overall experience after the fact, of course. A little edit or just a little recording of, what was going on at that time. And the lighting is also a very key component, for the in the moment type of thing, for the party, for the wedding, for the event, whatever it might be. It just colors the room, or makes it more, I guess, interactive when it comes to having a good time. Because usually you're going to have a band, you're going to have a DJ, maybe a combination. You want to have that kind of feel for the sound, the feel, and the look. And lighting is one thing we're trying to get into a little bit more. So having said that, I think I got my playlist set now. So I want to make sure that this kind of cycles, like I need to. And then we'll be able to get started with the lighting demo. So for the lights we have here today, we have a couple. So in the back, you'll see what we call a spider. It's a red, green, blue, and white lights on two separate movers. And I have two of those in the back. Those are the first two that I got. And then in the middle, you'll see the gobos. So those are movers as well. They rotate and pan and tilt, and have different colors and different patterns within the gobo. And then the last two that I just got, or just recently here, which I'm excited to try out, is the two in the front left and right. Those are just color movers. They are LED lights and no patterns, just straight up colors like washes. So they give a wash effect compared to a pattern of any sorts. Having said that, the app I'm using is myDMX Go, and there's a myDMX Go receiver, which is on the left hand side there in the front left. You see the little red and green light, red light and green light flashing, and you could probably see the little ADJ logo. That is what is receiving the signal from my iPad, and it is hardwired to all the lights. They're all daisy chained. And if you know anything about DMX, and even if you don't, I have the two gobos in the middle set to the same channel, and then the two on the front left and right, they're on the same channel, so they'll do the same movements and anything else. And then the back two, they're on separate channels, but they're generally going to do the same movement. They're not going to do much of a varied movement. So that's pretty much the layout. So enough of my yapping. I'm gonna give you a little demo, and then I'll come on back and talk a little bit more. So enjoy the music, and here we go. was over here talking and I realized that no sound was coming through because my batteries died. So I had to switch out the battery. So sorry about that there for a quick moment. But, you know, in this kind of world, things do happen, and that's just one of those things. I'm glad I had some batteries that are right by me. I'm going to charge the ones up I was using since there was no kind of indicator other than just not working. So I'm going to kind of start from the beginning here. So that is the kind of options that you have for lights. You can make it where you can change the lighting color at your leisure, one by one. You can go to different colors. And with that being said, you can, customize it to your needs. So a lot of times, you're able to make it a color that is, I guess you can say, as close as possible, depending upon what the needs are of the customer. And you can make all the difference when it comes down to a lot of your setups here. So that's just a few options with the colors here as you see those changing. And let's see about the others here. Here's like a red, at least that's on the gobos. I'm going to change those colors on the LED lights there. Those are the ones that are pretty much the ones I like to have the color changes. And just to give you an idea of their options and colors, I'll slow it down for you a little bit. So as you can see, it's just basically cycling through the different colors. Now, once if you choose like a different option, it has different intensities and speed and how fast it goes, so you can change that as you need to. And you got like a pulsating kind of a deal, and then you have more of a flash kind of setup there. And the speed is going to be dependent upon your settings. Here's another one that's pretty much like a kind of playing holes or picking holes when it comes down to the colors. And with everything that, the options that you have and the lights that you have, it's going to make a difference. So mess around with it. Now there is a strobe effect I didn't put on, but I'll give you a demo of what that looks like. So I'm going to throw in a pattern here that I have set up, and then I'm going to turn the strobe on and raise the intensity. So depending upon your needs, you can do a quick effect, or you can slow it down a little bit. And here's like the fastest. That's the fastest intensity. And then I'll kind of bring it down a little bit. You can try to match it to the beat, depending upon if you want to do that. If it's kind of like a club beat, typical pulse type deal, or if it's a little bit faster, maybe. That's almost midway. So that could be something that you can do as well on demand. And with that being said, there's a couple other options here. There's a freeze where you can just kind of hold it where it's at. If you want to pause it on the crowd or pause it for the moment and then let it go. Then there's this right here, which kind of makes it do something. I don't know what it's trying to do, but it has an effect. So it doesn't really hold a good position right now, but I might need to tweak some things. And then you got the let's see, the shades on here do the same thing. Kind of pauses it for a little minute. Not sure what the intent on that one was for, but hey, it's on there. So if you haven't tried out this app, or if you're looking at trying something, definitely download the app. You know, kind of maneuver through it a little bit, see what it is. At first it's a little bit intimidating without having lights connected to it. So, but in essence, you see that there's a number of different options you can choose for something that's pretty quick, for a DJ, for a small band who just needs something to, you know, add some pizzazz to their events and to their gigs. This is very good because you can throw this on an iPad and, you know, kind of have a little preset going, and all you got to do is know when to stop it, and then that'll be, you know, if you need to stop real quick and just kind of go to a little standstill, you can, and then when you're ready, you can get right back into the party. So if you need something like that, a quick on and off type deal where you can, you know, set it and modify it as needed, great. You know, a few presets to get you on your way. Now, the unit, the actual DMX Go, myDMX Go, comes with some preset settings as well. So one of them is called low. So this is a low setting, and this is what it will do for you. And then here's a medium. And then here's a hot. Now, not high, but they call it hot. So a lot of action, a lot of movement, things like that. So the medium is not too bad. I mean, it doesn't really do anything flipping up and down, but you have your own settings. You can do that yourself. So something like this here from a medium, actually not that one, but from a medium standpoint, you can do something like this. Now, one thing with this is that since you have movers, and if you have like pars rather, where they're just steady lights and they don't move, they just kind of face up for uplighting, it'll do more, of course, of the changing colors, flashing, things like that. So if you have a few of those, and actually I was looking at getting a few of those, but I didn't want to put too much on because that's just going to be a lot more wiring or a lot more power, basically, that I have to worry about. So I'm kind of trying to get the movers because they do a little bit more, and these are lightweight and pretty effective from just testing it out here in the last couple of weeks. Now, I do need to make some changes in regards to the motion of these, so I can kind of make sure they're facing more so the crowd and not hitting the stage necessarily. Just kind of make sure it doesn't, you know, go in a direction I don't want it to hit. And once I get that worked out, I've worked with it a little bit, but didn't quite get the results that I was expecting. So I'm gonna have to probably work on that a little bit more. But if I have to just drop and, you know, put something out, this will do just fine itself. I mean, with all the different, you know, settings and options, and it makes the event, and it will make the events a whole lot more, you know, special. So that is what I got here today. So I'm gonna let you guys kind of enjoy the light show just one more time real quick, and then we're gonna wrap up. And until the next time, stay tuned, stay blessed. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, stay connected with us, and drop us a comment. Let us know what you think about the lighting, and ask us any questions you might have for us. Until next time, peace.